Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the East Grand Forks Civic Center here in East Grand Forks, Minnesota, as we get ready for Hockey Night in Minnesota. Tonight we've got a good one up north between the East Grand Forks Green Wave and the Moorhead Spuds. Hello, everybody. Matt Harrington here with you, and two teams, both members of Section 8. Of course, one is AA, that being the Moorhead Spuds, and the other Grand Forks in 8A, single A, that is. But anytime these two teams meet, it's always a lot of fun. Let's learn a little bit more about these teams as we take a look now at our matchup stats here for you on your screen as you'll take a look here. And as you can see, the numbers for both teams are pretty similar. Goals per game a little bit higher on the East Grand Forks side, 3.44 for the Green Wave compared to 2.83 for the Spuds. Meanwhile, the goals against a little bit higher as well, which of course benefits the Moorhead Spuds. Power plays are 1% different. Penalty kill has been a little bit stronger on the Spud side. But one thing the East Grand Forks Green Wave have going for them is that streak. They have won 7 in a row entering tonight, and Moorhead has, as you see there, 2-3 in their last 5. They played some tough teams during that stretch, including Warroad and Hermantown. They got kept Hermantown. They lost by only a goal and lost by 2 to Warroad. So they've been keeping up with some of the top teams in Class A. And, of course, this East Grand Forks team is ranked number 5 in Class A, which leads you to believe that they're going to keep this a competitive game, certainly, here tonight. Take a look at the starting lineups. We'll go first for the Moorhead Spuds, as that lineup will come up on your screen here. It'll be Parker Gast on the left side. Of course, Joe Corton down the middle, and Ian Ness on the right. Garrett Lindberg will be the left defenseman, and Colby Kare will be the right defenseman, and it will be the junior Ty Weigel in goal for Moorhead. His record on the season, he's played every game so far. 2.25 goals against average and a .923 save percentage. Very solid numbers for him. And we'll take a look now at the Spuds lineup as well. We'll also go through some of the lines later in the broadcast as well that do not have the starters. Jace Van Epp, Spratt Schultz, Lana Jameson on that forward line for EGF. And then Grady Magner will be left defenseman, Sam Frost on the right. And Chase Miro, the junior, will be the starter for the Green Wave. .894 save percentage, 2.26 goals average. We'll pause for the remainder of the starting lineup, and when we come back, we will have puck drop between the Moorhead Spuds and East Grand Forks Green Wave here in East Grand Forks. Matt Harrington here with you for Hockey Night in Minnesota on Kare 11 Plus and MNHockeyTV. We'll be right back after the anthem for puck drop. Stick with us. Welcome back to East Grand Forks. We're ready to roll here at the Civic Center for this matchup between Green Wave and the Spuds. Once again, the starting goaltenders, in case you missed it, Kai Weigel for Moorhead. He's played every game this year, 9-9, but the numbers for him have been very solid. 2.25 goals against average, a .93 percentage. Meanwhile, at the other end, Chase Muro, he has played a good handful of games, multiple handfuls, I should say. 15 for Muro, 2.26 goals against, and a .894 save percentage. Green Wave, though, as we mentioned, red hot coming into this one. They have won 7 in a row, and it come at a convenient time, too, for them. They were 5-6 at the time that they started this winning streak, and they were sputtering a little bit, maybe not looking the likes of a team that was ranked in the Kare 11 top 11 power rankings, but they have absolutely turned a corner and are hitting their stride right at the time they needed it to, as we're only a few weeks away from the start of section playoffs. So Moorhead, East Grand Forks, Hockey Night in Minnesota, presented by Affinity Plus, St. Cloud State University, and the Red Black League underway. Spuds in the black jerseys. They're going to be moving from right to left here in the first. Green Wave in their home white moving from left to right as it's played up the left wing wall here to begin. Green Wave have it. They'll move it out where it's collected here by Lindbergh, the defenseman for Moorhead. And the Spuds trying to come back in. Be dropped back to the defensive point there for Kare and push back into the offensive end. Laid off behind the net. Green Wave with it as they have it behind the cage. Trying to break out of their own end here as it's swung behind the net. Off the boards, pushed out through center, and it's dumped right back in by Corton for Moorhead. Spuds able to keep it in. Good work along the wall there by Aaron Ryerson. He has been very solid this year for the Spuds. 27 points on the year. That's the team lead for the Moorhead Spuds. Along the wall, pass in the slot, bounces off the skate of Ryerson as he delivers a crushing blow in the corner. Weigel will come out to play it. Taken away, though, on the boards by Jamison. Gets it down low for Van Epps. And now the Spuds will push it out off a stick. We'll get it deep, but it's going to be an icing call here against Moorhead. So we'll go back down to their end here with 15:21 remaining in the first period. Mentioned the Spuds are 2-3 in their last 5, but again, they've played some close games against two of the best teams in Class A. They lost 3-2 to Hermantown and 4-2 to Warroad. So you have to at least like their chances here against an East Grand Forks team ranked number 5 in Class A. Green Wave trying to come forward here in the offensive zone. It's use of the stick by the Green Wave as they'll take it again here at center. On that loose puck is Sam Schumacher. 3 points on the year for him entering tonight. Back to get it is Jude Pesch. He runs into some trouble along the boards. Now up the left wing wall. Battle for it along the near side boards. Comes up to the top. Thrown down into the corner. And the Green Wave able to move it out once again. Schumacher will push it deep. Full change here, or just about a full change for the Spuds as they battle for it here along the boards once more. Digging free, Corton. Once played in the defensive end here. Banked off the boards. Step up by the Green Wave to push that one in. Laid offside. Instead gathered by Corton. Here's Corton. Flips it in front. Save made. Our rebound is loose there. It's steered to the corner by Muro. Did not have that one all the way. And nearly the first goal of the game. The wall it comes. Green Wave back into the zone. 13:50 to play in the first period. Not a whole lot of offensive chances here early. Kick save there. And the rebound taken by the Green Wave. East Grand Forks with an out. On the board, cycled deep by Van Epps. Top line, going to get a lot of work here tonight for the Green Wave. This is Jamison being hounded here as he's taken down to the ice. The Spuds will come forward now. Good speed in the offensive zone for Moorhead. That one goes wide as it was not able to be tipped there by Ian Ness. Out of the zone, off the glass. And the Green Wave have to get back defensively here as here comes Alderson. He's slowed at the line. Nice tie up. He'll get it deep. Kraft in there as well behind the net. Kraft working here for Moorhead. Fighting along the boards. Digs it free. Trying to move it toward the front before it was given away. And they're mailed out of the zone by the Green Wave as they'll change things up. 12:45 to go in the first now. We haven't had many whistles, but we are going to have one here. So we'll get a stoppage. So back down to the Moorhead end. Just one shot apiece for these two teams. There's Varnson, that second line for East Grand Forks that's out there right now. Played along the boards. Flipped out and Moorhead coming the other way. Good collision there as Kraft is stood up. Taking it here is Schmaltz now for East Grand Forks up along the boards. Fight for it. A couple players go down. Varnson and Moorhead will come back the other way. And a whistle blown here. Come the Spuds, or rather the Green Wave, a shot on goal there turned away, no problem. 11:59 remaining in the first period. It's the second shot for East Grand Forks. Again, the Green Wave winners of 7 straight entering tonight, which is certainly among the best in the state. That one goes wide on the shot attempt. Or try to the front, and Ryerson, or rather Weigel, will scoop that up. Weigel, the junior, career numbers have been pretty solid with what he's had this season, which is right around the 2.2 mark for goals against average. And the save percentage has actually been a little bit higher this year, about 13, 14 percentage points higher than it normally is. So he continues to have a very strong season for the Spuds. Battle for it here in the corner. Van Epps pinned along the boards, trying to dig it free. Be taken behind the net as Van Epps still has it. Up to the point. This is Corbett. Rolling around in the slot area. Who's got it? And blown dead by the official here. Like Weigel did have it after all. Or maybe not. Let's find out where this face-off is going. Going down to the other end. $11:13 remaining in the first period. We have a new face-off man here for the Spuds. They're not able to win the draw. Magner gets it to the line. Not able to get it out though as the Spuds will. We actually had a penalty. Sorry, I completely missed that. That's on Corbett for cross-checking, so a power play here for the Spuds. Apologies, didn't even see the skater going to the box there. So a power play for Moorhead as they have this one in the slot, cleared down the length of the ice. Good clear by the Green Wave. Green Wave, the penalty kill at about 83.9%. Moorhead, and they score! There's your first goal of the game from Ian Ness on the power play. And Moorhead leads 1-0. Spuds on the power play. It was clicking at about 19% entering play here. And they get a goal. So big first goal here on the road for Moorhead. Exactly what they needed in this one. Tie up off the face-off. For Ness, that will be goal number 5 on the season. And game at number 20 for him, so averaging about a goal every 4 games and gets one here. Hop back to the slot, thrown to the front, they score! There's your answer for the Green Wave. Landon Jameson gets the goal. And it's 1-1 just like that. So the top lines for both teams getting involved. And talk about a response for East Grand Forks. They get it right there. And it's 1-1 all of a sudden. Certainly a entertaining start to this one. The referee will make sure everybody's all squared away. And we're back underway. So an immediate answer, East Grand Forks. The goal will go to Jameson. It will be his 7th of the year. Moorhead looks for an answer the other way. Knocked up the boards. Mo knocked off the puck. Trying to stick with it as it's popped down low. Nice use of the stick there by the Spuds. In front, nobody home. Like it went off the stick of Simonich. Shot there is turned away by Miro. Now, along the left wing wall. Tie up here, comes back to the point. Just be settled in the corner where Simonich will try and retrieve. Asbargen also out front. And up to the red line. One gathered in here by East Grand Forks. This is a tired unit out on the ice, you can tell. They are needing to get a change, and they do get one here, at least for some of their players. Pass up ahead. Down below the goal line now on the right wing wall. Ness will flip it ahead. That's going to go into the bench out of play. The win streak for East Grand Forks, I mentioned 7 games. That includes wins over a handful of AA teams, including Holy Family and Bemidji and Roseau as well. They've had some, and all those games that I just mentioned pretty close. Beat Holy Family by 1 and Roseau by 1. And I was actually on the call for that game against Roseau, and that was a wild game. East Grand Forks was down 3 different times. In 2 of those times, they were down by multiple goals and managed to rally to win that one 6-5 in OT. Shows you the kind of team that they have been this year. Very, they certainly do not let up at all, no matter the deficit that they face. Back to the point it comes. Punch toward the front, that hits a body on the shot there from Pesh. Back in. It's going to bounce off the boards, off the stick. Grand Forks knife that deep. Just over 8 minutes to play. We're about halfway through the first period. 1-1 the score here in this Up North battle. Glad you could join us here on Kare 11 Plus and MNHockeyTV, wherever you may be watching. Bumped down low. Taken in the corner by Jameson. Up top. Up the stick. And pushed deep. Here come the Spuds, quickly out the other way. Pass there is Knocked away by stick of Magner. Bud still with it though. Shot from the point, tip there, just wide. Taken in the corner. Stifled down low. In the hands of Mason Kraft, who fight for it here along the boards as he's knotted up. Green Wave finally come away with it. Yanked off the boards to the line. Forced out. Turnover there. As here comes Moorhead. In the slot looking for the stick of Ryerson. Doesn't work out. I'll knock it up to the point. It drive there, kicked away by Miro. And a big collision there results in that puck coming free once again for the Spuds, but they're offside. 6:55 remaining in the first. Good chance for Spuds there, but Miro has been good. Of course, the Moorhead Spuds, they're going to be among the favorites in Section 8A this year. Of course, the team that has caught everybody's eye recently has been the Buffalo Bison. They have won 2 games in 3 days over top 10 teams, that being Wayzata and Rogers. And again, the record maybe doesn't jump out at you at 10-7-2, but they have been good and certainly deserve some praise for their recent efforts. Along the boards, around to the other side. From the Green Wave into the zone, slowed down at the line there was Schmaltz. Flipped up the wall to the point. In on goal, and that's scooped up and held for a stoppage by Weigel. 6:06 remaining in the period. Face off won by the Green Wave as they go back up to the point. Shoveled down low there by Schmaltz. On the wards, this is Schmeideberg. A shot kicked away there by Weigel. And battling here is Courtney. Pass misses the mark. Up gathered by the Green Wave. Ricochets off the stick. Here comes East Grand Forks into the zone. Shot sent wide there from Schmeideberg. This is that second line out there right now for the Green Wave. Barneson trying to get back defensively. Chance for the Spuds. Tough angle. Miro able to fight it off. Didn't know where the rebound went. Now it's taken down low to the top of the circle. Flipped in on goal. And into the corner goes Corton as he takes a knock up on the boards. Off the glass. Delayed icing here, and we will get one. Just over 5 to play in the period. Plenty of chances for both of these teams on the season. East Grand Forks, 21 goals in the first period and 15 allowed. So they're slightly scoring more than they allow. And worth pointing out, too, that they give up about the same number of goals each period. 15 in the first, 15 in the second, 16 in the third. So it's not like they have had problems with one period more than the other. You see that sometimes with some of these teams, but not East Grand Forks. Their goals allowed differential, or distribution, I should say, very much the same. Chance in front, scores! No, hang on, this is going to be a hand pass, it looks like, and I don't think this will count, as the referees are going to take this one outside the zone. So it looked like the Spuds had scored to go ahead, but not the case here with 4:38 to go in the period. Face off down on the defensive end. Right off the draw. Shot there by Jameson is turned away. So 4:35 to go in the first. Moorhead now all of a sudden to deal with a defensive zone face-off. Another try by Jameson. This one sears wide to the point. Orbit. Also in there is Jameson. Spuds around to the other side. They'll take it here. Pushed in deep. Good hustle here by Jameson. He'll get to it first. Lost the handle as he was pickpocketed there by Corton. Down below the goal line now. And nice feed in front. Pad save. Rebound, Weigel will come out a little bit of his crease to make the play. But a good stop nonetheless. Off the face-off here. Get there as it's freed up. And we'll have an icing call as well. We'll mention that Moorhead played Warroad closely when these two teams met. I believe it was Saturday that they played. 4-2 win for Warroad. That was a home game for the Spuds. But these Green Wave will get a couple of chances or cracks at Warroad, if you will, next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, the 6th and the 7th. I hope I've got that right, unless I'm... Actually, it'll be Monday, Tuesday. They will play a home-and-home series with EGF. Warroad and EGF, sorry, will play home-and-home. We'll get more on that later. Here comes Moorhead, struggling to stay onside. Not able to do so as Ryerson was full extension there, but not able to do it. At East Grand Forks Warroad, I believe the original game was scheduled for February 7th, and then the first meeting that those teams had was wiped out twice because of weather, and so they decided just to do a home-and-home back-to-back on February 6th and 7th. Looking forward to those. Here's a chance for East Grand Forks. Toe drag to the front. And be put home. Still with it now. Up to the point. Ooh, nice save there by Weigel. And he led it all the way on the tip there from Schultz. And you can watch that Warroad East Grand Forks game here from the Civic Center. We'll be right here on MNHockeyTV with your season pass. Their face-off in East Grand Forks offensive zone. They have started to control a little bit more of the tempo in this game. Look down low. Jameson has the stick knocked out of his hands. Along the right wing boards now. Van Epps. Spuds trying to come free with it. Turnover. Glove save made by Weigel. And a tough angle as well. Moorhead activates the zone. Pressure there on the forecheck, or the defensive end rather, from Brady Magner. He's been a very solid defenseman this year for the Green Wave. As he's hit there, stays on his feet. In to assist is Frost. Down it goes. 4. Battling here for East Grand Forks. Bounces around. Now behind the net, wraparound try kicked away by Weigel. And the net, I believe, came off its moorings. And that's why we get the stoppage play here with 1:56 remaining in the period. We'll see if any of these teams can take an advantage before we go into the first intermission. Off the draw, floated in deep. Slapped up to the line. Still whacking away are the Green Wave. D to D they go. Slapper from the point, that sails wide. Pesh has to get back here for EGF as he turns it over. Gathered in by Green Wave. Late offside as they flip it deep here. Under 90 seconds to play now in the period. Weigel will just hold on to this one. Another stop there for Weigel. One 12 remaining in the period. Green Wave off the faceoff. Van Epps to the front as that one will ricochet into the corner. Stripped away by the Spuds. Collision there. Final minute of play in the period now. Green Wave have it in the offensive zone. Nice feed in front. Point blank denial from Weigel. He did not have any of his defenders there to help him out. Spuds go back deep. Colby Kare on the forecheck here for Moorhead. Poked at the line. And it's just narrowly offside. 34.1 seconds to go in the first. When we come back for the second, we'll look at the remainder of the lines here for these two teams. We'll also take a look at some of the other scores around the state of hockey tonight. We've got some big ones on the docket. And, some games of intrigue, certainly. Battle for it here along the right wing side. Gassed. And Ness out there as well. This is the line that scored. Blown dead by the officials here. Just a handful of seconds remaining. Just a reminder that we'll have 2 more additional Hockey Night Minnesotas coming this week. And both will be on the girls' side, and they're both going to be fun ones. All teams ranked in the Kare. In our Kare 11 top 11. Flipped in deep. And that will do it for the first period. We've got a good one. And so 1-1 after the first period of play here in East Grand Forks. These teams doing battle. Shots on goal in the first period, 14-6 in favor of East Grand Forks. So after a little bit of a slow start, they started to take the game over, and they lead now. Or rather, not lead, but still tied 1-1, but in control, you would think. I want to remind you that tonight's coverage of Hockey Night Minnesota here on Kare 11 Plus is presented by Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union. Great products, people, and competitive rates. Now that's a banking hat trick. Learn more at affinityplus.org and by St. Cloud State University. Explore ideas, seek out unique perspectives, and embrace new challenges. Unleash possibilities. Learn more at stcloudstate.edu. By the Red Black League, Red Black Hockey Spring and Fall Leagues for high school boys and girls. Fall Leagues for Bantam and Pee Wee. This is 2014 Red Black. Has provided serious hockey players an opportunity to improve their game. Check them out at redblackhockey.com and also by the Meta Sports League. Check out their Meta Beats NFT Hockey Project. Features a collection of 9,997 Meta Beats. Learn more at metabuttes.io. That'll do it here for the first. We're going to let the Mini-Mites take over here for you. And we'll come back with the second period between these teams, East Grand Forks and Moorhead. Knotted up at 1 here on Kare 11 Plus. I'm Matt Harrington. Stay with us. We'll be back for period 2.
Behind every world-class athlete, there's a team who takes extra care to support them. At Affinity Plus, We take extra care with all your banking goals, from checking accounts to credit cards. Our biggest victory? Helping you win in the ways that matter most. Affinity Plus.
Your college experience begins with your dream. Your time at St. Cloud State will uniquely be your own, but your journey will be guided by our community. Be you. Be bold. Be a Husky.
They say good things come to those who wait. But greatness, that's a different beast. It doesn't come when it's called. It won't wander up to those who do nothing. You have to bait it with the sweat you leave on the ice. You gotta push through the pain, smile through every ache, and suffer every shift. You gotta chase it. All in the name of the game you love. Because greatness comes to those who take it.
Sniper's Edge Hockey is your one-stop shop for your at-home hockey training needs on and off the ice. Find the perfect start to your at-home training area with slick tiles, synthetic ice, or a rink liner. Or upgrade your home setup with one of our top-quality training tools to help you work on soft hands, all of your deeks and dangles, perfect your one-timer, and improve the power and accuracy of your shot. Find it all online and in stock for immediate shipping at snipersedgehockey.com.
What if there was a place where everything was hockey?
Oh, I need to skate. Here comes Steve's in on goal all alone.
In Minnesota, there is.
Scores!
Behind every world-class athlete, there's a team who takes extra care to support them. At Affinity Plus, We take extra care with all your banking goals, from checking accounts to credit cards. Our biggest victory? Helping you win in the ways that matter most. Affinity Plus.
What if there was a place where everything was hockey?
Finding the skate. Here comes Steve's in on goal, all alone.
In Minnesota, there is.
Scores!
We welcome you back to the East Grand Forks Civic Center here in East Grand Forks, Minnesota. We're about ready to roll for period number 2 between the Moorhead Spuds and the East Grand Forks Green Wave. Matt Harrington back with you here on Kare 11 Plus and MNHockeyTV. First period goals, first for the Spuds, it was Ian Ness with the fifth of the year, and then just a handful of minutes later, I don't even believe it was 90 seconds later, an answer from East Grand Forks. Landon Jamison, his 7th goal of the year to get the game tied, and that is where we stand through 2 periods of play. We'll see what we get in the period between these two. Teams will, of course, switch sides here in period 2 as we're underway. Green Wave win the opening faceoff. Back to get it is Magner. Green Wave will play it off the boards. Down the ice for an icing. 16:40 remaining in the period. Well, East Grand Forks, number 5 in the Kare 11 top 11 for boys Class A. Moorhead not ranked in the AA power rankings. Have decent wins, but not enough to propel them in the top 11. As of right now, at least. Things can, of course, change over the course of the year. One's tipped in deep. Miro's going to let it go to the corner as this top line is back out there for Moorhead. Out of the zone. Lindbergh. DDD it goes. It's pushed deep by Kare. Miro will leave it behind the net. Bounces off the side of the cage. Grabbed here by Magner. Down the ice, no icing. Moved off by the official. East Grand Forks will change it up on the forward unit. Miro stops that juggling puck for another whistle here. 15:54 remaining in the period. The face-off in the Moorhead offensive end. The Alderson to take it here for the Spuds. 7 versus 7. Jameson and Alderson here in the circle. Shot off the draw by Ryerson, doesn't get through. Steered away by Miro. Into the right corner. Off a stick where it's kept in. But outplayed maybe down the stretch of that period, but trying to get the goal to give them a 2-1 lead here. It's going to come out of the zone. Snap deep off the glass. Connects with Schmaltz. Gives it away. Turnover here in the slot. Ryerson looking for that one. The Green Wave will get it off the glass. And they're offside as it was Jameson that couldn't get it there to stay onside for East Grand Forks. .15:07 remaining in the second. Back referee saw something, so we'll do things over again. Some other games of note tonight, Eastview and Chaska. Of course, Chaska had a big win on Saturday. They took down Cretin Hall, was ranked in the top 11. Not the case anymore for the Raiders, who have lost 2 straight. Chance here for Moorhead. Go to the corner. Simonich. And they're pushed out of the zone here by East Grand Forks. Going to deflect and go out of play. Eastview and Chaska, those are the 2 teams that actually beat CDH last week. They're playing each other tonight. Good game right now. 3-3 the score in that one. That one banked off the glass, down length of the ice, and another stoppage for icing. On it here for the faceoff will be Schumacher. Down along the boards. And here comes Moorhead on the right wing side as they'll push it ahead. Quick snapper there. Miro the save, and he sucks in that rebound like a Dyson vacuum cleaner. The stop. And a good save made there. One of the better saves of the night, certainly for him. Hard to believe we've only got a few weeks left of the regular season. Okay, we've got, if you include this week, starting on Monday, yesterday, we've got 3 weeks left in the regular season for boys hockey, and then we will begin the playoffs that following week, the week of Monday, February 20th. And it's hard to believe, but man, it has been a quick season. It's been a fun season, and really when you look at things, Class AA and A both going to be fun state tournaments, I think. Of course, East Grand Forks would like to play spoiler to the Warroad Warriors in Section 8A. Certainly, they have the talent to pull it off. They're going to need to bring everything they've got, but you never know. There's a chance for the Green Wave in the offensive zone. Chance of the high circle. That one goes down low now where it's played to the corner by Jack Arnold, the defenseman. It's been a relatively clean game so far here tonight. We've only had the one penalty called back in the first period, and it was a power play goal for Moorhead. Push down low. Weigel play it to the boards, thrown in on goal, and he had trouble covering the puck there as he got lucky to get the defenseman to help him out, and we're going to have a penalty here. Of course, right as I say we have a clean game, going to have a slashing minor here. That one was rather obvious against East Grand Forks. And Moorhead will go to the power play once again, where, again, they are 1 for 1 on the day. See what the Spuds can do with this chance. Few minutes into the second period. Banked off the glass to the line. Can't be held in there by Garrett Lindbergh, the senior defenseman. Sophomore defenseman, rather, is Lindbergh. Schultz on the slash is the penalty of the Green Wave. Here comes Moorhead on the left wing side. Nice pass. Ryerson loading it up. Nicely blocked. Cleared down the ice. That is a good looking block there from Jace Van Epps, the sophomore forward for the Green Wave. Across the line, Ryerson. Let it be taken in the corner. Gets it back now. So Bish up top. D to D it goes. Another block there from the Green Wave. It's collected by Lindbergh. Ryerson feeds a man at the back door. Wrister there. Good save. Miro with no rebound. So the Spuds will switch things up here. Well, actually, both teams will switch up their special teams unit here. Corton on the face-off circle, or in the face-off circle, rather, here for the Spuds, it looks like. They'll go against Van Epps. Top line for the Green Wave of Van Epps, Schultz, and Jamison. Gotten a lot of ice time here tonight, and of course with Schultz in the box, Van Epps and Jamison will headman that forward group. Bank down low. Off a stick. Spuds still have it. Right side boards. Fight for it here as they fish it free. Up top. Just there, blocked. Rebound, Miro had to adjust. Another try in front as it comes to the line. And the net, I believe, is off. Had that problem earlier in the period, or in the first rather. And unfortunately for the Spuds, that will stop some of the momentum that they had on this power play chance. There is 19 seconds remaining on the power play. Face off down low, and we're going to have penalty here. I believe the back referee had his arm up, and it's going to be on the Spuds, I believe. Let's see. Missed the signal from the ref. We'll get the PA call here in a minute, but that is going to negate the rest of the power play time for Moorhead, as we'll go 4-on-4 for just a handful of seconds here, and then East Grand Forks will have their first power play try of the night. Off the draw, fight for it here. Pushed out quickly from the Spuds. That one's wide of the goaltender, Miro. And back to full strength for the Green Wave. They kill off the second Moorhead penalty. Now 1 for 2 are the Green Wave on the penalty kill here tonight. 15-12 the shots in favor of East Grand Forks. Moorhead has cut into that a little bit here. Not a penalty kill though for the Spuds. Up top it goes. Cole Bees will rally back up top here for Jamison. Jamison over for Schultz. Gets it back up top. Bees loads it. Fires that one wide as it bounces off the back end. And also the Green Wave still with it again here. Top for Bees. This will cycle along the right side. Waiting for an open lane. Van Epps, or Jamison rather, off a stick. And do we have another penalty here? We do. See who this is against. Early indication looks like it's going to be Moorhead. Cross-checking call to the Spuds. It's on Colby Creer. That means we're going to have a 5-on-3 here for Moorhead, and they've got a decent amount of time to work with here as well. 50 seconds worth. Actually, I believe it's gassed on the hold for East Grant, or rather for Moorhead. So 5-on-3 for the Green Wave. One goes to the left wing side. Taken here. Back up top. Swung over. Broken up in front. Good clear by Moorhead. Again, they are shorthanded. 5-on-3. Big opportunity here for the Green Wave to try and take a 2-1 advantage. They have not led in this game. Racing the other way. Nice move toward the front. Great save made there from the goaltender, Weigel, denying Jamison. Where Jamison was absolutely flying down the wing there. And he made a terrific save. Offensive zone draw here, still 5-on-3. Green Wave win it. Back up top. Wrister there, deflects out of play. Owen Schmaltz on the shot. This is a Green Wave team that does not have a ton of seniors on the roster. They do have some, but when you look at the point producers, a lot of them are not seniors, juniors and sophomores specifically, and that is a good sign for the Green Wave next year. Plus, they have a very talented a Bantam class here in East Grand Forks that is going to start making their way into the system here They have built something special, and whenever you can have a good Bantam class coming into the high school level, gives you something very solid to work with. Waiting for everybody to get situated here. Not sure what the delay is. Referees are over at the Green Wave bench, but looks like we're ready to go. Still a 5-on-3 for East Grand Forks. Off the draw, Moorhead will clear it down. Cleared by the Spuds. 7 seconds remaining of the 5-on-3, and then we'll have about a minute or so 5-on-4. Delayed offside. Cleared down by Moorhead. Of course, no icing because of the penalty kill. 9:05 to go in the period. From the Green Wave into the offensive zone, handed off at the line. They stay on side, and Ryerson's got to break the other way. Comes Ryerson streaking in. He's taken out, goes flying into Miro. And let's see, we've got a penalty coming up here. I don't know if we're going to get a penalty shot, but Miro went down as he got crashed into there. Tripping minor is the call. So Ryerson was through on a break, and if there is such thing as a good penalty to take for East Grand Forks, that's it right there. I believe see the number that gets put up on the board, but Green Wave go back to 4-on-4. We have not had a 5-on-5 very much here in this period. All sorts of penalties. You know, it's the good old announcer's jinx. You say that there has been a clean game so far with only one penalty, and then the floodgates open here with all sorts of penalties in this one. There's a toe drag move toward the front. Can't be put home. So 4-on-4. East Grand Forks with it. He's moving the slot. Tied up there with a Moorhead player. Wanting a penalty, but not going to get it. Up to the point. The shot there goes wide. Bad bounce in the slot. And gathered to the line. Green Wave able to keep it. Boy, did Weigel luck out there. Another chance in front. Turned away was Jamison. And the Spuds will clear. Icing here because of the 4-on-4. 8:05 remaining in the period. So that was certainly some of the best chances we've seen this period for East Grand Forks. Now what does the Green Wave have in store off of this face-off? Second line out there for the Green Wave, at least on this 4-on-4. Bounces in the slot. Not able to pull the trigger that time was Van Epps. This is Van Epps and Schmeideberg on this 4-on-4 unit for Green Wave. Actually now back to a power play for the Spuds. Up at the left point, swung over. Ryerson loading it up. That bounces way to the left corner. Not able to be put home there by the senior Ryerson. Top it goes. Lindbergh. Now back for Ryerson and Lindbergh again. And for that lane to flex there. Ryerson around the outside now. So will hold it on the forehand. Ryerson leaves it for Lindbergh. Back for Ryerson. Backdoor feed. And the move there not able to be completed by Mason Kraft. Spuds still have it though. Snapper. All kinds of bodies in front of Miro. At the side, Ryerson. Right wing boards, up top for Lindbergh. Loads it up. That goes wide of Miro. Flipped out and down the ice. Grand Forks gets a fresh skater out on the ice. They are now back to full strength as they fish it down there. Dumped in deep. Miro will let this one go to the wall. 6:36 to play in the period. Up top it goes. Deflects. Behind the net, Ryerson still out there for Moorhead. He's had a ton of ice time here in the last handful of minutes. Green Wave push it out. Going to go right back in. There's a chance. Pass over. What a save made by Miro. Another time. Whoa, what a save. Oh, my goodness. The net came off. What a sequence of saves there from Chase Miro. Keeps this game at 1-1. There's 6:09 to go in the period. Best saves of the game right there. Certainly, no doubt. Another offensive zone face-off here for Moorhead. Gordon wins it back with a little assistance. Comes out of the zone there as Arnold can't get to it. Now Bees is taken down low by Ryerson. Still stick with it. To the point. Slap shot toward the front will go wide of the net. This turned into quite the hockey game here. Tipped in front. Goes back up to the point where it's pinched in and kept by the Spuds. Still 1-1. Both goals coming back in the first period of play. Up to the line. Moorhead desperately trying to keep this puck in as they fight here with Sam Schumacher down. That one's going to come out of the zone and be collected here by Arnold. Now East Grand Forks the other way. Quick snapper, glove save, Weigel, no problem for him. Don't make the stop. So the intensity and urgency of this game has picked up a little bit here. Off the draw, flip back to the point, trying to get it toward the front of the Green Wave. That was Corbett, the left defenseman. Now over to the left corner. Kept in. Corbett looking for a redirect in front. As Carlson will get to that puck first as he lays the body. Moorhead trying to clear here. They have to go back defensively. Off a glove and forward. Come the Spuds into the offensive zone. Chance out front. Off the stick. Not much on the shot attempt, which will allow for an East Grand Forks exit. Icing here against Green Wave back down to their end. Close call. 4:25 to go in the period. Shots on goal, 19-16 in favor of the Green Wave. Back referee gonna stop face-off here before it even gets going. Off the draw, back up to the point. Lifting deep there by Baumgartner. Still 1-1 in this game. Haven't had a goal for well over a period now as the Green Wave come back into the zone. Right wing side, push down low. Spuds on it. Baumgartner up to the wall. Flipped off a body, and here comes Ryerson now with some space. Hands it off on the left side. Back to the front. Ryerson throws it in. Miro the save as a Spud gets nailed there on the hit. Across the line. Ryerson finds its way to the corner for Alderson. Holds it on the backhand now as he's pressured. Banked up top. Thought about shooting it there was Kare. And still go down low for Ryerson. Physical play. Along. Alderson, the shot scores! That tipped in front. That was Kare actually that had the shot deflected in front, and it's 2-1 in favor of Moorhead. So the Spuds get the goal late here in the period to break this tie, and it is now 2-1 in favor of Moorhead. See how the Green Wave can respond here. Nonetheless, though, a big one. And we'll see if Kare does get credit for the goal. It is Kare. That's just his third of the year in game number 19 of the season for him. Well, East Grand Forks had an answer right away last time that Moorhead scored. Let's see if they can do it again as they have it in the corner. Schumacher pinned up along the wall. Spuds able to dig it free as it connects in front. Icing call. Apologies, little technical difficulties there, but it's a 3-1 lead for Moorhead as the big, juicy rebound was cleaned up in front, and the Spuds now have a 3-1 lead. Well, as we talked about, though, earlier, we know that East Grand Forks has the ability to battle back, and they're certainly not going to go down without a fight. So I believe looks like the goal is going to be credited to Lammers, but it looked like it might have been Simonich on the goal. If so, that would have been his first career goal as a member of the Spuds. So 3-1 in favor of Moorhead here late in the period. Green Wave looking for an answer. So it goes down low. Jamison and up the right wing side. Tip away in front. Save made wide goal as it comes up the near side boards. Corbett the other way. Chance for Moorhead. Big rebound. They score. An open net for Ryerson. And all of a sudden, Moorhead has exploded for a 3-goal lead here late in the period. 4-1. This game has changed quickly. And boy, what a turnaround for the Spuds. This game was about as even as it could get, and now they've got a comfortable lead here going into the, well, we still have about a minute or so left in the period, but it does look like they will have the advantage going into period 3. So Moorhead up 4-1, trying to knock off the number 5 ranked team in Class A. This one goes down low. 1 minute remaining in the period. Spuds look for more. Here they come forward. Move forward now. One last chance for the Spuds to add another turnover. That was a nice deflection for East Grand Forks. And a whistle here will stop play with 21.3 seconds. So Ryerson on the goal. They announced it as Kraft, but again, it was very clear that it was Ryerson that got the goal, so those will need to be flipped. I'm not sure what the referee saw there, but it will be Ryerson's goal when all is said and done. Final 20 seconds of the period. Well, this is certainly going to be an adjustment for the Green Wave. Player goes down on the trip. No call, though. We keep playing on. One last chance for the Spuds. Out front, battle for it here, and backhander, and that will do it for the period. So Moorhead, this game with about 3-4 minutes left in the period was 1-1. And then 3 quick goals from the Spuds have given them a comfortable advantage here through 2 periods. We'll see if they can keep it up or if the East Grand Forks Green Wave perhaps have another comeback brewing. We'll have to wait and see. But again, 4-1 after 2 in favor of the Spuds. Want to remind you that tonight's coverage of Hockey Night in Minnesota presented in part by Affinity Plus Credit Union. Great products, people, and competitive rates. Now that's a banking hat trick. Learn more at affinityplus.org and by St. Cloud State University. Explore ideas, seek out unique perspectives, and embrace new challenges. Unleash possibilities. Learn more at stcloudstate.edu. And by the Red Black Hockey League, spring and fall leagues for high school boys and girls, fall leagues for banner and peewees. Since 2014, Red Black has provided hockey players an opportunity to improve their game. You can check them out at redblackhockey.com and also by the Meta Sports League. Check out the Meta Buttes NFT hockey project that features a collection of 9,997 Meta Buttes. Learn more at metabuttes.com. That's going to do it for period 2. 4-1 lead for the Spuds after a trio of goals. So we'll step aside here for the second intermission. Matt Harrington here with you from East Grand Forks. We'll be back for the start of period 3. Spuds lead 4-1 after 2.
Behind every world-class athlete, there's a team who takes extra care to support them. At Affinity Plus, we take extra care with all your banking goals, from checking accounts to credit cards. Our biggest victory? Helping you win in the ways that matter most. Affinity Plus.
Your college experience begins with your dream. Your time at St. Cloud State will uniquely be your own, but your journey will be guided by our community. Be you. Be bold. Be a Husky.
They say good things come to those who wait. But greatness, that's a different beast. It doesn't come when it's called. It won't wander up to those who do nothing. You have to bait it with the sweat you leave on the ice. You gotta push through the pain, smile through every ache, and suffer every shift. You gotta chase it, all in the name of the game you love. Because greatness comes to those who take it.
Sniper's Edge Hockey is your one-stop shop for your at-home hockey training needs on and off the ice. Find the perfect start to your at-home training area with slick tiles, synthetic ice, or a rink liner. Or upgrade your home setup with one of our top-quality training tools to help you work on soft hands, all of your deeks and dangles, perfect your one-timer, and improve the power and accuracy of your shot. Find it all online and in stock for immediate shipping at snipersedgehockey.com.
What if there was a place where everything was hockey?
Fighting escape. Here comes Steves in on goal, all alone.
In Minnesota, there is.
Scores!
Welcome back to East Grand Forks. Here we go for the third period of play between the Green Wave and the Spuds. It was a action-packed final few minutes of the second period for Moorhead as they took the lead in this game. Not only did they take the lead, they have a comfortable lead as they got a handful of goals in the final few minutes as Green Wave come the other way. And we'll see what we get here in the third period between these teams. In East Grand Forks, home ice is actually where they've struggled this year. They're 3-4 entering play today on home ice, and obviously you can see why as they're down in this one as well. Chance off the side of the post. Miro getting some assistance there. Lindbergh will clear. Here comes EGF the other way. Weigel will leave it behind the net here. The Green Wave will try and do something about that. Down in their defensive end. It's going to go down the ice where it's gathered here by the Moorhead defense. At center. EGF with it here in their own end. Chance the other way for the Green Wave. Shot there, goes wide. Eye off the glass and played quickly the other way. Spuds with it behind their net. 21 all are the shots. Both teams with 21 shots in this game. Icing called, and we'll get a stoppage here. 14:48 to go in the period. Well, I promised we'd get to the lines here for these teams. The ladder lines. We'll look at the second line very quickly for Moorhead. As you see, Kraft, Ryerson, and Alderson got some very good talent on that line, including a couple of seniors and sophomores. So there's a look at your Moorhead second line. And the next stoppage, we'll go and look at the Green Wave second line, and then we'll go third and fourth later in this period as well. Unfortunately, we just are having some issues with uploading our graphics here on our system before the game, and that's why we were only able to show you the starters before the game. Typically, we'll do all four lines for both teams right before, but unfortunately couldn't get to that tonight. Green Wave trying to go back into the zone. Corbett. And also in there is Carlson. Up the wall it comes. To the point. Up to the wall. Here comes East Grand Forks out of the zone. Paddle forward along the boards. Goes down. Weigel will cut it off. Up the wall. And that one's played up the boards here. Goes back to Weigel. 13:30 remaining here in regulation. Moorhead trying to get their 10th win of the year here tonight in game number 19. Spuds always play a tough schedule. So that record is certainly not indicative of the type of team they are. They are better than their record indicates, no doubt about it. Fight for it here in the right corner. Schmeideberg working there as it comes to the line. Frost, feet out front, going to go back up to the point where it's kept there by Magner. Steered away by Weigel with the stick. Big hit there. Puck is floated out of the zone. At neutral ice now. Comes East Grand Forks. That one rolls off a stick. Green Wave keep the zone as they get a little assistance there from Bees. Jamison in front, scores! Find a man in front. And Schultz with the goal. And East Grand Forks is back in this game. It's 4-2. So you figured the Green Wave were not going to go down without a fight. And they get one here with 12:15 remaining in the period. That will make it a 4-2 game. Again, I mentioned that game against Roseau where they fought back several times. Deficit. See anything similar is in store here tonight. Here come the Spuds. Icing, though, for Schultz. That is goal number 14 on the season, which, of course, is the team lead. In fact, nobody else has hit more than 10 on the year. The next closest is his line mates, Jace Van Epps and Landon Jamison. Schmeideberg also has 7 goals as well. But Schultz with number 14 to give the Green Wave some life. He's going to come out of the zone. Spuds the other way, 2-on-1. Pass over, that one goes over the top. Chance in the slot there, broken up. Another opportunity is forced out by the Green Wave. Whoa, big hit there as a man goes flying into the boards. Big old hip check right there. Player goes down. And the fans wanting the trip, but not going to get it. Whacked at here on the boards. Spuds come back in. Moved out. Grand Forks the other way. Up to the point. Nice pass in the high slot. Wrister there. Weigel got a piece of it through all that madness in front. To the high slot. Nice moves on the backhand. It's loose. Scramble for it. It's in. They score. East Grand Forks puts it home on the rebound, and it's a 1-goal game. 10:42 remaining in the period. See who gets credit for that goal. Might have been Chance Mo. Let's see. Couldn't tell the number immediately. Actually, I take that back. We've got a timeout on the ice here. 4-3 the score. Boy, this East Grand Forks team just does not go away. And we've got a game now here. 4-3 with just a handful minutes left. 2 handfuls, I guess you could say. 10:42 remaining on the clock. We'll get that scoreboard corrected for you. But 4-3 is the score. The goal goes to Chase Moe. That's his 4th of the year here in game number 19. So that third line comes in clutch for East Grand Forks. So 10:42 remaining in regulation. We've seen East Grand before. They do it time and time again. The comeback kids trying to do so on their home ice this time, where they have struggled. 3-4 on the year. Meanwhile, on the road, the Green Wave are 9-2. So here we go, off the face-off, Green Wave win it. Brand new game here with 10:35 to play in regulation. One will go out of play. Stopping the clock here with 10:33. More of another notable game tonight, Eden Prairie and Stillwater on the boys' side. 6-4 win for the Eden Prairie Eagles on the road at the St. Croix Valley Rec Center. This will be Varnson to come in and take the draw for the Green Wave. To the point. Magner goes down low. Up top. Goes down low off a stick. Moorhead will force it out. They have certainly been pressured quite a bit in this period from East Grand Forks. Off the boards. Taken here by Moorhead. Gast has it go off the stick, trying to get it out. Sent right back in. Jameson got a piece of it, but taken here by Corbett. Or sorry, excuse me, by Ness for Moorhead. Going to be an icing call here with 9:46 remaining in the period. Orono with a 3-2 win over St. Louis Park. In Metro West play, the Spartans continue to roll in Class A, currently ranked number 3. Only 2 losses on the year for Orono. One of them was to Chanhassen, the other to Warroad. Out of the zone, Ryerson after it for Moorhead. Over to the far side, kept in at the line. Shot there. Ryerson got tied up in front, didn't know where it went as Greenway move it out. Back in across the line. Jameson has it bounce off the stick. Ryerson will help facilitate that clear. Back in the other way. In on goal, glove save made for a stoppage there by Weigel. So we're under the 10-minute mark now, 9:06 to play in the period. 4-3 game between Moorhead and East Grand Forks. If you're just joining us, this game was 1-1 for quite some time. Slap shot from the point, pad save. Rebound. Nice save by Weigel as he punches it away with the blocker. Up to the point. Green Wave trying to keep the zone here as they do. Getting to it first is Schumacher. Weigel has got it here for another whistle. As I mentioned, it was 1-1 for a while. In the final few minutes of the second period, a trio of goals from the Spuds to take a 4-1 lead, and then twice here, early stages of the third, East Grand Forks has gotten it within 1. Weigel another save off this face-off. Battle for it along the boards. Comes for Moorhead as they push it forward. Green Wave banked it off the boards. Going to look for an open man here as they find him on the left wing side. On the forecheck of Schumacher. He collides there along the boards. Flipped ahead. Glove down. Turned over at the line as the Green Wave will push it deep. Barnson hustles after it, lays the body down below the goal line. Comes to the point, glove down. Thrown wide of the mark there by Pesh. Right wing side. Airmailed ahead. Nearly a good pass as here comes East Grand Forks with a chance. Chance in the slot. Weigel the save. Rebound taken in the high slot by the Spuds. As Ness will push it out. East Grand Forks is pushing here. Plenty of time to try and get the equalizer. Up to the point. Spuds keep it at the line. Good job by the defenseman Colby Creer. He's got one of the Moorhead goals in this game. Puck goes out of play and a stoppage. Another notable score from tonight. Cretin-Derham Hall responding After 2 straight losses, they beat their former sectional opponent, the Blake Bears, by a final score of 8-3. Of course, the Raiders were in 6AA, moved to 3AA a few years ago. Chanhassen over New Prague 9-1. Good response from the Storm as well after their loss to the Benilde St. Margaret's Red Knights at Benilde on Saturday. They'll play them again at home in a couple of weeks. Chance for the Storm to get some revenge on Benilde. This is going to be an icing here against East Grand Forks. No doubt Moorhead will be among the favorites in Section 8AA. Of course, Roseau always right up there as well. And if you haven't started watching the Buffalo Bison yet, you'll want to keep an eye on them as well. They've won 2 games in a row over the course of 3 days against top 11 teams. Izetta and Rogers. East Grand Forks wing this one over to the far side. Bump back to the point and once again down low. Jameson has trouble navigating here. Spuds come forward. 6:24 to play in regulation. Moorhead with a 1-goal lead here, 4-3. Collision down low. Bees working here for East Grand Forks. And the Spuds get it back up to the point. Blocked. Penalty coming. Called from the referee. It's going to be a hold. And a pivotal power play coming up here for East Grand Forks. Going to be a holding minor, as I mentioned. Well, East Grand Forks, prime opportunity to tie the game here on this power play. Up to the point it comes. Swung over, and that one bounces wide. Hills trying to keep it in there for East Grand. Moorhead will push it out. Nice clear by the Spuds as the Green Wave take it again. Back in across the line. Weigel will cut it out here for Moorhead. The boards. Down low it goes. Here's Schmaltz. Shot there. Nice save by Weigel. Able to read that one from the point, and it's chopped out of there nicely. Here comes the goaltender all the way out to play it. Going to be an icing, though, against East Grand Forks. Chase Miro decided to get aggressive there on the clear. And unfortunately for his club, icing. Never want to ice it on your own power play, but that's what's happened to EGF right here. Off the draw, clean win for Moorhead. Nice block again by East Grand. They've been doing it all night long. In the slot. Backhander just wide. Prime opportunity for the Green Wave. So they go back up top for Bees. Magner. Right wing side. Up to the left point. Back for Bees. Loads it up. Save. And Weigel's got the rebound as well. Boy, Moorhead under siege lately here. And if they end up hanging on for this win, Kai Weigel is going to be a big reason why. He's got now like 29 saves. Back up to the point. Loading. Weigel the save on the blocker as he gets knocked down in the crease area. Number Schultz on the shot, it looked like. 2 and 22 on the blue line. Cole Bees and Brock Schultz for the Green Wave on this power play. So that was the 33rd shot of the game. There's Schultz with it back for Bees. Top. Bees over for Schultz. Still creep in. Nice move. Gets the shot up in the air as it goes down low to the corner. Getting to that loose puck first is Kare. And down to the corner. Up top, Jamison in the slot. It bounces just wide of the shooting lane for Van Epps. Another tie-up penalty coming to Moorhead. Back up to the point now. Going to have an extra attacker coming to the ice. Turnaround try kicked away by Ligo. Full strength for Moorhead, but they're going to have to go back on the penalty kill here. That one's over the top. 6-on-5 advantage right now for East Grand Forks, and now the whistle is blown. Another holding call, and East Grand Forks going right back on the power play. This one's going to be on Joe Corton, the alternate captain for the Spuds. So 4-3. Huge, huge opportunity. Can't understate that. Might get a timeout here from East Grand Forks. And we do. So, again, that timeout. Good decision here by the Green Wave as they'll try and figure out how to work this power play here with just under 4 minutes to go. I want to remind you, though, that tonight's coverage of Hockey Night in Minnesota here on Kare 11 Plus, presented in part by Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union. Great products, people, and competitive rates. Now that's a banking hat trick. Learn more at affinityplus.org. And by St. Cloud State University. Explore ideas, seek out unique perspectives, and embrace new challenges. Unleash possibilities. Learn more at stcloudstate.edu. By the Red Black League, Red Black Hockey Spring and Fall Leagues for high school boys and girls, and Fall Leagues for Bantam and Pee Wees. Since 2014, Red Black has provided hockey players an opportunity to improve their game. Learn more at redblackhockey.com. And by Meta Sports League. Check out their Meta Buttes Hockey NFT project. Features a collection of nearly 10,000 Meta Buttes. Learn more at metabuttes.com. Here we go. Power play for East Grand Forks. They could not convert on their last one, which ended just seconds ago. But now another chance with 3:51 playing regulation. Trying to tie another game here in a they have trailed by multiple goals. They were down 4-1 here in the third period. Got it to within one. A good clear from the Spuds to start the PK. Ooh, collision there as B's lost an edge. He goes down again. Moorhead will have to come back the other way defensively. Goes wide. Off the glass. Good clear once more by the Spuds. Here they come. Breakaway. Short-handed. And they score. Oh, my goodness. What a clear. It worked out perfectly. And Moorhead takes a 2-goal advantage. It's another one for Ryerson with his second of the game. A short-handed goal, and that may have just killed the comeback hopes here of the Moorhead, or of the East Grand Forks Green Wave. We'll see what we get, but certainly not the result the Green Wave wanted. Keep in mind they still have about minute 22 of power play time to try and get that goal back up off the boards. Kept in there by Van Epps. Schultz, top unit out for East Grand Forks. In the slot. Up to the line, Schultz takes it here. And it's up to the boards. It's going to be cleared as it can't be kept by Bees. So Ryerson, not a guy who gets a ton of assists, just 8 on the year, but he's got goals 20 and 21 tonight. Player taken down for East Grand Forks. We play on. Goes into the corner. Off the boards. Fighting for it there. Good keep. And now pushed out as Bees will regroup. Chance for Schultz. Able to pull the trigger that time with 20 seconds to go on the Green Wave power play. 2-goal game now, 5-3 in favor of Moorhead. Back across the line. Tied up there was like Cullen Schmaltz for East Grand Forks. Under 2 minutes to play now. Full strength now for the Spuds. Chance out front. Good opportunity for Moorhead once again, but nothing doing there. Battle along the boards. Magner cleared down for icing. .130 to play. The clock attendants were a little slow there to stop it, so we may have a little runoff. 1:31 to play. In the slot. Backdoor feed, trying to go back for Ryerson, who's looking for that hat trick. Backhanded in deep. If this result holds, East Grand Forks will continue their struggles here on home ice. They're 3-4 entering tonight. They'd be 3-5 following a loss. Very untypical for a team that's currently ranked 5th right now in Class A. So here we go. Final minute of play. Empty net for East Grand Forks. Up the left wing wall. Played forward now by Moorhead as they get a hold of it again. Banked down the ice. Icing here. Under a minute to play. 39.8 seconds. Now you wonder where this game would be had East Grand Forks not allowed that shorthanded goal. Back referee making sure everybody's set here. Off the draw. Moorhead will bank this one down the ice. Empty netter can't be put home, and there's a wide open chance in front. And it goes wide. I think it might have been deflected there on the shot. Important. 22 seconds remaining. East Grand Forks. Back into the offensive zone. Final 10 seconds. Drive from the point. Save there by Weigel and a whistle. 4.9 seconds to play. East Grand Forks will be back in action Thursday as they take on Grand Forks Central of North Dakota. Be on the road. That is the 4th shorthanded goal of the season allowed, by the way, for the East Grand Forks Green Wave. Weigel going for the goalie goal here. Is it in? Oh, man, he was inches away from pulling that thing off. Oh, man, that would have been something. At the end of the day, of course, it doesn't matter, as Moorhead's going to win this one here tonight by a final score of 5-3. What an effort here tonight from the Spuds as they snap the 7-game winning streak of the East Grand Forks Green Wave. And congratulations again to Moorhead on a big win here tonight. And the struggles for the Green Wave continue here on home ice, where they have just 3 wins in 10 games. Or rather, 3 wins in 8 games, 3-5 here after tonight. But the final score, once again, the Moorhead Spuds 5 and the East Grand Forks Green Wave 3. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody, tonight to Hockey Night in Minnesota here on Kare 11 Plus and MNHockeyTV. Just a reminder, we'll have another free Hockey Night in Minnesota telecast on Thursday and Saturday this week. Thursday, 7 p.m., we'll have a good one in girls hockey between the Holy Family Fire and the Orono Spartans. And we'll also have another girls game on Saturday afternoon between Hill, Murray, and Maple Grove. All 4 of those teams ranked in their respective classes, so going to be fun action there. That'll wrap up our coverage. Big thank you to our partners here at Kare 11 and also at Affinity Plus, St. Cloud State, and the Red Black League for making this broadcast possible. For our entire crew here at MNHockeyTV, I'm Matt Harrington saying so long from East Grand Forks. Moorhead wins 5-3 over the Green Wave.